Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to show you one of the models from Ryobi's ONE Plus range, the R18SDS Rotary Hammer. You're about to see a machine that's compact but powerful, but I won't say any more for now. Let's check it out in the next segment. See you in a bit. So here is the rotary hammer in question, the Ryobi R18SDS. So as you can see, it's a pretty compact machine, and most importantly, it's compatible with all the batteries from Ryobi's ONE Plus range. That means if you already own tools, especially batteries from the same range, you can reuse them with this machine without needing to buy new ones. As for the motor, it's a classic brush motor. That means you don't get the benefits of a brushless motor, especially the better battery life management. As for handling, we're looking at a machine that weighs 1.7 kilograms. That's the weight of a rotary hammer without the battery. So here, on top of that, I added a 5 amp hour battery to really get the maximum performance out of this kind of tool, since a rotary hammer does use quite a bit of energy. And as for the handle, there's a grip that covers most, if not all, of the main handle, and the buttons are positioned right under your fingers. So that's pretty good. And right here, there's even a little cushioning that helps reduce vibrations in your hand while drilling. As for the settings, you can see there are 4 different adjustment positions. So here we have the standard drilling mode, which just spins the bit so you can drill into metal, especially, and wood. Then here you have the hammer mode, which will spin the bit but also deliver impacts. So you'll mainly use that for drilling into hard materials, especially cinder block, which we'll see in just a moment. Next, here we have the little function that lets you rotate the chuck, especially if you want to change the orientation of the chisel. And then the chiseling mode. Since this tool is equipped with a chiseling mode that allows you to use chisels and use it like a jackhammer. Like on many rotary hammers, you'll find an SDS-plus type chuck. So that means you'll be able to use bits with this type of shank, which is pretty handy because, as you'll see, installing a drill bit is super simple. You just insert it, see, and my drill bit is properly in place. And to remove it, you simply pull on the collar. It's a change from the keyless chuck. It's much faster, much more efficient. And finally, just before we do a demonstration of this rotary hammer, especially on a cinder block, let's take a look at, or rather, let's talk about its technical specifications. So you should know that we're dealing with a rotary hammer that has an impact energy of 1.3 joules. So it's not a huge amount, since actually this rotary hammer is more in the category of small rotary hammers, around 1 to 1.5 joules. But that's already more than enough for drilling into hard materials. As for the rotation speed, we're looking at 1,300 revolutions per minute and an impact rate. When you activate, the hammer mode, you'll get an impact rate of 5,000 blows per minute. So in terms of speed and impact capacity, these are values that are completely in line with what you can find on the market for roughly equivalent models. So all of this allows this machine to drill in the masonry up to 16 millimeters in diameter, up to 16 millimeters in wood as well, and 13 millimeters in metal. Now let's see this rotary hammer in action. As I mentioned earlier, drilling into a piece of cinder block. I used, or rather, I'm going to use a 12 millimeter diameter drill bit. Of course, I activated the hammer mode to get effective drilling in this type of material. So as you saw, this machine is pretty noisy, let's be honest. But as for the drilling itself, honestly, it's perfect, fast and efficient. As you saw in the demonstration, this machine's still pretty powerful, even though the impact power is only 1.3 joules. But as you saw, that's more than enough to drill through cinder block. So then, of course, if you want to tackle reinforced concrete, you might want to consider buying an even more powerful model with, say, 2.5 or even 3 joules. That way, you'll be all set. As for the other features, like the rotation speed at 1,300 revolutions per minute and the impact rate of 5,000 blows per minute, we're completely in line with other models on the market. On the other hand, this tool isn't equipped with a brushless motor, so you don't get the associated benefits like better battery life management and longer motor lifespan. And the lack of a brushless motor also allows the brand to offer this rotary hammer at a pretty attractive price, since it's sold for around 125 euros. So that's the price for the tool only, meaning without the battery or charger. So if you're looking for a rotary hammer that's not necessarily super powerful, but will still let you drill holes of a reasonable diameter, like 16 millimeters or 12 millimeters, as you saw in the demonstration, this rotary hammer could definitely interest you. And it might be a good deal, especially if you already have 18-volt batteries from the OnePlus range. So as usual, if you're interested in this tool, feel free to check out the description. I'll include the references for the best sellers, at least those offering this machine at the best price. That's it. This video is now coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And in any case, I'll see you very soon for a new video. Bye.